Alright guys, so we've been doing a whole lot of this lately, which is sitting, right? Which is keeping our hip in this closed angle position, which means a lot of the muscles in this area, specifically the hip flexors, are getting kind of complacent in this position, right? Which could lead to some tightness. So I'm going to show you a few movements that are going to counteract this position right here and bring the hips more into that open position and even stretch a little bit beyond where we might be open in a standing position. So, just need a yoga mat and a couple pillows. First stretch is going to be pretty familiar in a glute bridge position, or in yoga, which is a bridge pose. So you're going to bring your feet close to your butt, your heels about underneath your knees, arms are alongside you, and you're going to press the feet down and lift the hips up. Trying to hold here for about a minute. Now I want you to think about a posterior tilt to the pelvis. So tilting your hips back this way, right, as opposed to letting them roll forward. So posterior tilt means you're going to tuck the tailbone and bring your hip points a little closer to your bottom ribs. Right, and that'll start to open up, help to open up the quads a little bit more in that position. Again, hold here for about a minute. Next stretch is going to be in a kneeling position. Bringing the knees underneath the hips. You're going to tuck the toes here and think about that same posterior tilt to the pelvis. So tuck your tailbone and reach your butt down to the backs of your knees, right? So you're gonna bring your hip points closer to your front ribs. Now keeping your hips over the knees, start with the hands on the hips and just start to reach your chest back, but keep pressing the hips forward. If it's available to you, go ahead and reach for the heels, but I don't want you to reach for the heels if your hips shift back, because then you're just kind of moving around that area that's tight. So if you find your hips shifting back, just keep the hands on the hips, hug the elbows together behind you, posterior tilt to the pelvis, and leaning the chest back a little bit. Holding for about a minute. Then we're going to come into a reverse tabletop. And this is also going to be a pretty big shoulder opener too. So if you are tight in the chest and shoulders, you're going to get a double stretch in here for you. So hands come behind you, fingertips pointing towards the heels. Pressing the feet down, you're going to try to lift the hips so that they're in line with the knees and the shoulders. And if the shoulders are really too tight that we can't get the hips up, we can always come to a straight leg position, pressing there. And then the last stretch I have for you is a little more relaxing of a stretch. You're going to get a few pillows. I'd probably get a little higher than this, but it's all I have out here right now. Or a yoga block or some blocks. And you're going to sit on those pillows. Legs are going to be straight. And you're just going to lay down. So we want to create a position where the hips are a little bit higher than the heels and the shoulders. Again, to try to create a little more space to the front of the body here and counteracting that closed hip position. Here you can stay for longer, maybe 2 to 5 minutes if you're comfortable. And then slowly bring yourself up when you're done. Repeat as necessary. Make sure you guys are stretching. We're all doing a lot more sitting, so really important to keep everything moving a little bit more during this time. Let me know if you have questions.